MailChimp survey tutorial, MailChimp for beginners. Hi there, you guys. Welcome to another video. And in this video, we will be talking about how you can create a survey using MailChimp right here. So if you haven't created an account yet, just go ahead and go to MailChimp.com and click on create an account. And you'll just go ahead and give away your information such as your email, or you can create an account with your Google, Apple, or your Facebook account right there, and then you're just pretty much good to go. And you'll see this dashboard right here, and the sidebar, which lets you create basically anything you want from email related marketing. The tools are all over here. So before we start creating our survey, there are some few things that you need to remember according to MailChimp right here. Before you start, here are some things to know before you begin this process. This article is about hosted surveys in MailChimp, and to learn how to add a simple poll or survey to your email content, read Send a Simple Poll or Survey to Your Subscribers. So this is not a simple poll or survey. This is about hosted surveys in MailChimp. So it's a different things. Surveys are associated with a specific audience in your account. So after you finalize a survey, you cannot change the audience. So you guys, before you conduct a survey, make sure that you have an audience, because you really cannot put out surveys to anyone randomly out there. They have to have an account and they have to be a contact of yours. Next is, if you ask for an email address on your survey, respondents who provide their email address will be added as either subscribed or non-subscribed contact and count towards your monthly plan limit. So your added user level must be manager or higher to create surveys. And let's try and create a survey right here by clicking the create button and then survey. Okay. Now let's select an audience. Of course, we can only select the audience of our site. So my site is named after random words I thought of. Actually, it's 25 min. It means that we work more than 24 hours. We give you our best efforts, stuff like that. I'm not sure if it sounds cool, but here we go. Let's click on begin. And once we do that, it'll now redirect us to the editor page where we can actually design our survey. But first, it asks us this question: what would you like to learn? And what can we choose? We can learn valuable insights from your audience by asking simple questions about their interests, experience, or whatever, or not they'd recommend you to a friend, or whether or not they'd recommend you to a friend. Okay, so these are the things that you need to know as a business owner, right? So let's try and click a section. All right. Now, add a section right here. These are the stuff, or these are the ways that your customers or contacts can answer the survey. And all of these functions are for different reasons or for different purposes. Like, for example, the radio buttons are used during these situations or during these times when you want to conduct a survey. Checkboxes are for during this time. Range are for during this time. Now, let's talk about those types of sections. Now we have here the graphic representation of it, and below here are some more details about each option. So we have here introduction. It lets you create an introduction to explain how responders should user the survey. So we have here now, we can add an introduction section. We can embed a video if we're gonna float it out on on the web. But if you're concerned about the data consumption, maybe some people will be annoyed to view your survey if it has a video embedded to it. I'd be pissed off, right? Because it's just like a landing page, and there here comes a video of some person I don't literally know. So I'm not gonna sure if embedding a video is effective. So I'm just gonna go with text introduction right over here. So now let's put up what we want to say, right? Maybe we want to satisfaction survey. So how satisfied are you with our latest line of products? Something like that. Line of products. There you go. And after that, let's find out what section we'll have to add next. Now we can choose from a various ones. We have here radio buttons. So what it does, it lets you create multiple choice question that allows only one answer. So Enter answers in the text field and hit return or enter to add more answers, and toggle on the other option slider to let users fill in their own answer for the last answer choice. Now let's try to do this. Okay, so the radio buttons, let's add a section. Okay, radio buttons right here. Now, maybe this one is like a multiple choice. So, what question are you thinking of that relates to satisfaction? What might that be? Let's put it here. Let's try and input. So, the question is like, how satisfied are you with our latest line of products? Basically, all questions that are under it should concern to how satisfied they are. So let's try, how comfortable are the fabrics? Or how comfortable do the fabrics feel? Something like this. Or maybe this one is better for when you want to add in, let's add a number section, a range. That question is more appropriate for this. So let's try and do it. How comfortable. Okay, so instead of us putting it under the multiple choice, let's put it here. How comfortable are do the fabrics feel? Fabrics feel. There we go. And then they can just rate their answer from 0 to 10. So good, and then highly recommended, or good, or um highly comfortable, or very comfortable. Okay, that's the highest. So what question are you thinking of that might be good for, multiple choices? I think these should be open-ended questions as well, or suggestions maybe. Now, what do you suggest our next product line should be? Something like that. All right. So for an apparel company or for an apparel business, it's important for you to ask your customers questions like this, but you should also provide them with options, because you're not going to expect something from them that is impossible for you to do. So put here an option that is actually doable for you. So maybe new kind of fabric. There you go. And maybe put in hypoallergenic, stuff like that. So these are the things that is actually doable. Maybe let's provide them 4 options. New kind of fabric. They should be hypoallergenic, um thermodynamics. No, it's a different thing. Um Thermal insulation, something like that, for when they are hiking, right? Maybe it's time for your brand to up the game. How you should infiltrate the you know the market of people who actually go and hike high mountains. So then you'll be able to know that, oh, there are people like this who are using and who are buying from me, so I should maybe cater to their needs. Because maybe they're buying for purposes that are not for hiking, but since they are hiking, they might as well ask you to do or to create stuff that are in line with what they do as well. So maybe a good way to put it. Next is maybe you don't have options for kids. So maybe you can put in offer for kids. There you go. Kids size. Because maybe you want to be in partner with your kid, like that. And you can create an add-in. Oh, option 2. That's not an option. There you go. So yeah, these are the types of questions that you can put in when you want to do a survey. And what else? You can also put in check boxes, range. We did that. Open text. This is what you want to ask your customers about, personal comments about experiences that they've had with your product, stuff like that. And also a content block. to add text in between questions. So yes, that is how you create and edit a survey using MailChimp. So that's it, you guys, for this video. I hope this video has been helpful. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will see you again in the next video. Peace out.